families. My name is Miss Maya and welcome to our virtual workshop on helping you become a better reading teacher for your child. When we grew up learning how to read, we probably heard the word sound it out when we were trying to figure out a new word or if we got stuck on a word. And our reading workshop today will focus on providing your child with lots of different strategies besides just sounding it out to help them grow as a reader. So to get to a level C, which is where we want your child to be at the end of the year, you definitely need to read every single day. You cannot take one single day off. You need to act as a guide to your child and really be there next to them, helping them as they figure out and remember to use different strategies to learn new words. And so today we're going to focus on some different strategies, things to say instead of saying sound it out, okay? So some of the prompts you might want to try out are go through the whole word. So here's the word cat, and if your child is stuck on that word, you want to say, well, look at all the letters. Cat. Say all the sounds. Go through the whole word. This strategy is say the bit you know. So in this long word, caterpillar might seem so long that your child might get stuck on it, but if they can just find part of it, cat, then that will get them on the road to caterpillar. Look at the picture. Ooh. A lot of us, I've heard from a lot of families that we cover up the picture for your child. And because we think it might be cheating to look at the picture. Well, actually, in these beginning readers, the picture is so big because we want your child to use the picture. We want your child to feel like a reader, that they can look at the picture and figure out the word. That is part of reading. This question mark here says, the prompt is think about what makes good sense. This is a big one. We don't always want to sound out a word. We don't always want to have to sit and figure out. We can just use what will make sense, okay? And then the strategy says, get your mouth ready. That means looking at the first letter or the first sound. So if it's the word bird, getting your mouth ready by saying b, b, and then bird, the rest of the letters just come along. You can just say bird. So let me just point out some of these strategies in a book. Show you how to use them. This is a book called Making Soup. It's a level B book. So this says we want kids to use their strong fingers when they read, so you can always read the title for them, Making Soup. And then you can remind your child to get their strong finger out. And point to every word. Here is the. And if your child is stuck on this word, you could try that strategy. Say, go through the whole word. Hot. And then you can figure it out. For the soup. Right? Here is the, if your child is stuck on this one, you can say, get your mouth ready. And then they would say the first sound, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then the picture, looking at the picture too, might help them figure out water. Our child doesn't need to sound out to it, because that's not going to make sense. It's faster to look at the picture and get your mouth ready. Here are the, get your mouth ready, beans, or the soup. You can see the pictures are really big because you want your child to use the picture. Right? So this is a really big word, potatoes. So look at that picture. Here are look at the picture, potatoes for the soup. They don't need to sit there and sound it out. Just look at the picture. And let's see. We say here, if your child doesn't know this word, you could say, what would sound right? What would make sense? Here are the onions for the soup, right? It wouldn't make sense to sit there and go right? We want them to just use other strategies. So now that you have a lot of different prompts that you can use, we want you to try challenging your child to figure out the word all by themselves, but you can sit next to them and act as a guide and support and remind them to use those strategies. You can even model how to use them. We really want to avoid saying sound it out, and we really want to avoid just telling the word to your child. Okay? The other part of reading is making sure that you understand what you read. So over here in this corner, we have a little section for having a comprehension conversation. Every time your child reads a book to you, you should stop and then also ask them a few questions and have a little conversation about the book. So some questions can be like, tell me about 3 things you need to make really good vegetable soup. Can you think of another thing that's not in the story about what to put in the soup? Does the story remind you of anything? Right? Does it remind you of making soup at home? So just asking a few questions after every time, every session of reading with your child. Okay, if you have any questions or concerns or comments or want any more information, please just send a note to Miss Maia or write me an email. And if you send me an email saying you watched this session, and you can ask a question or have a comment or see, let me know if it's helpful or let me know if you want anything else to help you. You just send me any kind of email with any kind of feedback. I will send home this handy sheet to you that has all the different strategies and prompts on it. Okay, so just shoot me an email so that I know that you watched this video and that you will use this sheet at home.